So here you go now. We will start in a minute. If you have any doubts or any questions, you can ask me. Anyone has any doubts or any questions? Today we are going to get into the next topic. Like after we discuss about, like yesterday's session is just a kind of informative session again. And after we are done with practical of creating application, like framework application and implementation application on top of framework application that we are done. Okay, afterwards, we are going to discuss about organization structure. And this is one topic which we just need to know. And after we know organization structure, this concept again we will see in comparison with the classes concept. Okay. So first I will explain about organization structure today at the beginning of class. Still we have 1 more minute to start our session. If you have any doubt or any question, you can ask me. It is 7 o'clock. We will start now. So last class we are done with practicals of creating framework and implementation application. If any one of you have missed the last class, like last class means day before yesterday, and you can go through the videos recording on Friday and Thursday. And moreover, the Monday's class, that is yesterday's class, it was just an informative kind of session about how to prepare on the subject part, okay, to gain good knowledge and in-depth knowledge. And today we are going to continue with our session. Today's class is continuation of Friday's class, okay. And first topic that we are going to discuss about is organization and organization structure. So as we are working on application building and all, and after application is being built, we are going to look at building or creating the functionalities. And here, before we proceed further to do further development of application functionalities, we need to know about some of the concepts. So mainly we are going to think about reusability concept in that upcoming concepts. So where first we are going to discuss about a generalized concept called as organization structure. Organization means a business entity, that too the topmost business entity, If you take Tesla as an organization, and Tesla is going to manufacture the cars. They are going to manufacture cars. And Tesla is not going to have any direct sales. Okay, directly Tesla won't sell at the manufacturing place. Okay, Tesla is going to give the cars or send the cars to the distribution departments, where each distribution is called as division, where each distribution department is called as. Suppose, just for a simple understanding, if you consider Tesla as a country level company, and from the country level what is manufactured, the cars will be sent across different states. Each state is a distribution unit. So where states are going to add some taxes, and again it will be sent to, the cars will be sent to different cities where the outlets are available. The outlet is the place where the actual sales will happen. Sales means a business transaction. Sales means business. That's the ultimate goal of the business. The ultimate goal of Tesla business is to sell their cars. So they are going to manufacture at a top level and distribute these things to the different states and send it to different city outlets where the car sales will happen. So the topmost entity is called organization. Under the organization you have distributions, right? Units. Those are distribution department. Those are divisions. And outlets are called as units where actual sales will happen. Actual sales will happen. Clear, everyone? So this is a very general in the real world, the organization structure. Not only in the real world, in the technology also same thing should exist, generally speaking. And you take another organization as Tata Group of Industries. Tata Group of Industries is one of the topmost business entity. They have different divisions. What divisions are there? Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata IT, information technology, I mean to say, and Tata Consumer Products. Okay, and so many things are there like this, different divisions. Every division is going to have unit, one or more units will be there. So Tata Steel is going to send it for the different unit. I mean, like different units are going to operate under Tata Steel, where the steel will be processed and the sales will happen to the, I mean, like bulk sales they will do. They will not do any retail sales as per their business model. They do bulk sales, and the bulk sale they are going to again do at the end of the day at a different outlet, the sales to the end customer. So unit can have subunits. That is generally possible. See, organization structure is going to define the business entity, business architecture at different entity levels. So the topmost entity is called organization. Connecting to organization, then there can be a number of divisions. Connecting to each division, there can be a number of units. There can be a number of units. I will open one diagram. Diagrams, organization. Let me see if there is something. So look at this diagram. I have drawn it like a tree diagram. So the topmost business entity, okay, other than this, if you have some, okay. So here you go now. The topmost business entity, what you see here, the top level one node or element, that is called organization. Only one organization will be there generally. Okay, remaining all we consider as divisions. Tata Group of Industries is only one. Reliance Group of Industries is only one. Tesla is also only one. It may have different divisions connected. Ultimately, everyone will go and do the settlement at the top level only. Okay. So Tata has different divisions. Each division may have different units. This is a generalized structure in any business. You take a small business to very large business, same thing. But very large means there can be so many divisions, so many units, and so many subunits under the units. Unit is the place where the transaction gets initiated, processed, and completed. That's what, as I told you an example, you can just imagine the manufacturing, distribution, and sales. Unit is the one where actual sales will happen. And what about division and organization? Division supplies the common features needed for different units, and organization supplies everything that is required at divisions and units. If anything is available at organization, can be accessible to all divisions, all units. If anything is available at IT department, I mean like IT division, can be accessible only to TCS and CMC because these are connected. It is not connected to Chroma. So Chroma cannot access anything from division IT, but Chroma can access from electronics division. Okay, like that, you have organization structure, the basic structure of organization. Organization division are for maintaining common features which are needed for different divisions and different units. And unit is the one where it has some features, but transaction will be initiated, processed, and closed. So let's log into our implementation application, Markel Auto. This is our implementation application, which we have created the other day. So I just wanted to check with you guys, those who have connected online. How many of you have connected today as your first day of class, this PEGA? Just unmute and respond, or message here on the chatting window. Better you can unmute and respond.
I have joined today.
You have, today is your first session, right?
Yes.
And anyone else is there?
Yeah, I'm joined today.
As your first day.
Yeah, today is the first day.
Okay, so just I will take 1 minute time and 30 seconds time and tell them. Today, if you are attending a first session, please understand that you need to watch two videos only, right? One theory concept, practical on the same theory. That is last Thursday, Friday, that is 4th and 5th of India. India Thursday, Friday means maybe USA Wednesday, Thursday. Accordingly, check it. So 4th and 5th of India, 2 videos only you watch. Before 2 videos, you don't need to watch. You can ignore for now. You can watch it later whenever you get fun. So watching these 2 videos will help you to understand the sessions and cope up with the classes. And Monday video, you don't have to watch for now. Ignore because that is a kind of informative session and guidance session. Okay. And only 2 sessions you have missed, understand that. But if you already have basic knowledge about any of the object-oriented programming languages like C++, Java, Python, anything. I'm not talking about the programming syntaxes and all. Only concepts of object-oriented things. Object-oriented system concepts, if you know, this session is very easy to understand. If you do not know, still it is easy to understand because I'll explain you in a much better way. Even if you have missed last 2 days classes, it is possible that you can understand. Last 2 days, what we have done is we have done a setup of our roof. It's a kind of roof we have constructed. Roof means one application, empty application we have. Now inside that application, we are going to create functional components. That is our ultimate goal. Functionalities must be there. So to tell you easily, this is phone. I have as of now created only this phone as a box. Inside components I did not assemble. Only this box is created. Inside components, functional components, processor, all that, RAM, whatever, so many components are there. No, all those components we have to create one by one. So we are in process of learning that. Before we proceed to learn these things, we need to understand and think about the concept of reusability. See, we are mainly focused on reusability from day one. See, whenever you create any business functionalities, you need to think about the future expansion of the business. That is really important. Based on future expansion of the business, you need to act accordingly. Okay, clear? Now here you go. The application which we have created has got some classes being created automatically. Remember, these are not OOTB classes. These are created while we create a new application. So where do you create the functional components in your application? Okay, just let me give you a clear picture and idea. So I already given you a definition about application, a generalized and easy to understand definition I have already created. I told you one thing that if this is an application, the definition of application what I have given is application contains business functionalities or functional components. Component means something like processor is one component, RAM is one component. In a software, search process is one functional component. Okay, display of the search results is one functional component. Checkout screen is one functional component. Cart is one functional component. Like each one you can separately take, and these are all connected, of course. So application contains functional components. That's what I told you on day one. But you know what? Application contains classes. What does it contains? Classes. Class A, okay, and class B. How many classes can be there? N number. In an application, we can have n number of classes. What is a class? I will tell you. Just I am giving you a highlighted information. Class A, and this is, let's say, class B. And now we need to create functional components. Where do you create functional components? The functional components you create inside the application. Functional component 1, functional component 2, functional component 3, functional component 4. Like this, you create n number of different functional components. FC1, FC2, FC3, FC4. Okay, like this. See, this is a highlighted architectural information of your PEGA application. So ultimately, though the functional components are there inside classes. As these classes belongs to some application, functional components are there inside application. That's what at a high level I have told you at the very beginning. When you create any functional components, like you are creating one screen, user interface screen. Where do you create that? You create it inside a class. Very good. And after that, after you create it inside a class, you create that class inside an application. You create that class inside an application. See, we are going to talk about the reusability. See, I am not going to tell you the direct practical immediately, but to give you an understanding, I will show you how you can reuse. Okay, I just wanted to show you how we can reuse. So here you have three classes. Just for your, before I go into OOPS concepts, I wanted to give you. See, when we create a new application, so many classes are created. But every time when you log into your implementation application and click on App Explorer, and you will see, okay, when you log into implementation application, where you will land onto? You will land onto App Studio. I want you guys to switch to Dev Studio. After switching to Dev Studio, come to App Explorer. Once you come, you see these classes gets loaded. So many other things will be there, other classes. We will discuss about other classes later. Now class name, first class name is Mark. Second class name is Markel Auto. Third class name is Work. Third class name is Work. Okay. Work in the sense where work, that is the class where work will be initiated, work will be processed, work will be completed. So the terminology work means you can understand it like transaction. Work is equal to, so that means this is our transaction class. I'm not concerned about framework application now. Don't think about it. I'll come to each one slowly one by one. Now, what am I going to do is, if you draw this as a tree diagram, top level entity, Mark, is organization class. Is organization class. If you compare these three with organization structure, Mark is the topmost one. You remember, while we are creating application, we have given our organization name as Mark. Correct? So with the same name, you got one class. Markel Auto. This is implementation. Okay. Division level. This is division level. Work is unit level. Actually, this name we can give different name also. I did not much bothered about it. While creating new application, while creating new application, right? Just give me 1 minute. I'll show you at what place we got that work and all. Just here you go. Advanced configuration. Here you got work. I would have updated it, but I did not update because work makes better sense. So when you look at the class name, you can easily understand this is the class where your transaction gets initiated, transaction gets processed, gets closed. So if you, in comparison, matching with the organization structure that we discussed now, these three classes, if you take it one level, Mark is organization level class, Markel Auto is division level class, Work is unit level class. Can I have more than one unit under a division? Of course you can have. See now, you don't bother about or focus on what I am doing here practically. Don't bother about it. Just follow me, that's it. Don't think about practically what I am doing here as of now, the navigations and all. Your focus should be on understanding the concept. These navigations you will learn again later. Okay, simply I am creating a class by name. I'm sorry, test. So class name is what? Test class. And test class I am creating parallel to work. Parallel to work. I will just draw it as a diagram and tell you. Okay, my point here is understanding the concept of what? Reusability. Understanding the concept of what? Reusability. Okay, just give me 1 minute. You do not bother about anything that I am doing here. So you can understand like this is not related to me, the practical. You can think like that. Okay. And now if I draw this as a diagram, you see here under Markel Auto, you got two main classes I'm talking about, test and work. Test just now I created. So I can draw one diagram of the same to give you a clear-cut explanation. Okay, simple one like Mark topmost, capital letters I'm writing, that's okay. Markel Auto. Under this you have work and also parallel to work test. Work and test are at same level, right? You and your sibling at same level. You both are parallel level in the generation. In the generation, you both are at parallel level. But your parent is not your parallel generation. Parent is your top level generation. Parent to parent is top level to top level generation. Your grandparent is your parents' previous generation. Now, a property, just imagine in the real world, you, your sibling, your parents, parents. Any property that belongs to your parents ultimately can be accessible to you as well as your sibling. Suppose your father has bought one laptop. You both are studying engineering. Suppose you need laptop. One is enough. One laptop, your father. So can you both use the laptop or not? You can both use the laptop. And your father has bought laptop, not your father. Your father's father has. Simply parents. Can you use that or not? So you can use that also as your, so property from your grandparents to your parents to you. That's how it works in the real world, correct? I'm taking you near to the real world example. And moreover, let's say you are a job holder, your brother is a job holder, siblings, you both are siblings, and you have your family, the sibling has family, and you purchase the laptop. So is that legally accessible to your sibling? Obviously, no, because you are at one same level. You are not like parent and child. See, as a human relation, it's a different kind of thing. But speaking legality wise, just to make sense with the concept and all. So your property is your property and your sibling property is siblings property. Common property, where is it? At the parents. Now, just simply to give you a clear idea and understanding, in the parent class, I am creating something. You don't need to even bother about what is that something. Just see one functional component A. What is the name of the functional component? Okay, otherwise I'll write down like this. FC at parent. FC at you will understand easily by looking at the name. Functional component at parent. I am creating one functional component in Markel Auto parent class. Okay. So I'm just saving. I'm not adding anything inside, empty. See, but component is there or not? Let's see. Refresh this. There is one functional component created at Markel Auto, right? Now I am going to create, go to one child one. This is child now. So work is one child, create, process, some other functional component, child one, something, child one. Okay. So at child one, I want to use the functional component that is available at parent. So is it accessible or not? So I am creating one functional component at child which wants to access a functional component from parent. Is it accessible or not? Accessible, no error message when I say. Similarly, I am going to create a functional component at test, means parallel to worker test is there, sibling. So create, process, something, and functional child 2. So can child 2 also access the functional component parent? Is it being accessible? This is called reusability. This is called reusability. So you need to think about achieving reusability for sure while you are designing your application functional features. Are you all following and able to catch up the point? If you're able to catch up the point, pretty much fair enough. No need to bother about navigations at all. No need to bother about navigations. Only understand the concept enough for now. Navigations you'll come to know soon. Okay. Are you clear, every one of you? Just respond on the charting window to me, please. Unmute and respond. Say yes, someone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harsha.
Thank you so much. That's a reusable. So reusability, if you want to achieve, one thing is mandatory. Parent and child relationship. Yes or no? Parent and this can be achieved in the technology, a concept called as inheritance. I will come to that. Just I am giving you a overview. Okay, inheritance concept. Okay, so inheritance is being defined as part of one system that is a universal system which can be adopted by any programming languages, any tools in the world. What is that system? Tell me. You know it. You know the abbreviation of OOPS. What is the abbreviation of OOPS? Object oriented programming structure కాదు system. OOPS S means system. I think many of them they don't know it, right? Many people say object oriented programming language. Object oriented programming system. It's a concept. It's a global concept for all technologies. Any technology can adopt that concept and implement that concept in its technology. Then the technology gains a feature of inheritance. Feature of inheritance. Not only inheritance, there are so many things like polymorphism, all those things. We'll come to know about polymorphism later. So now the next topic is going to be object-oriented programming system concepts. Before we do hands-on, like what I have done now, let's understand the concept first. Then these concepts we'll implement while we are going to work on many practicals in the upcoming sessions, right? So the first concept in object-oriented programming system is encapsulation. Encapsulation is a concept. So the concept should be implemented. You have a plan diagram on paper. It should be implemented as a physical building, correct? That's what. A plan is encapsulation. It was being told in object-oriented programming system, and the implementation is class. Means both are same. Both are, plan is not different from house, house is not different from plan. But one is a concept, and the concept reality is the structure, right? So if you are writing a program, generally, any program, the program should have a defined structure. And that structure is being defined by the concept of encapsulation. What is the meaning of encapsulation? Encapsulation is grouping of attributes plus functional components into a single unit. See, I have created my application. Further, I want to create business functionalities, correct? But before you decide to create business functionalities, these business functionalities to be there in a proper structural unit. Proper structural unit. Unit means box here. Unit means what? This is not that unit as I told you in organization structure. Unit means one box. In a proper structural box should be there. Inside that box, you place your functionalities. That box concept is encapsulation. Encapsulation is grouping of attributes plus functional components into a single box. Unit means what here? One box. I'll tell you example of encapsulation. You take the laptop that you have in front of you now. The laptop is one unit, one box, which has so many functional components. What are functional components? CPU, RAM, mouse, keyboard, and so many other things. Screen, so many are all are being packed into one cover. One cover. Without this cover, there is no meaning. Not only laptop, you take yourself as a human body. Human body is just a pack. Okay, inside the pack, you have so many functional components. Liver, heart, kidney, brain, so many functional components are there. So these are the main things which has some behavioral thing. All these behavior you express as you are behaving, right? The behavior of all of these things you express as your body behavior, correct? Like that. So we say laptop is working. We generally don't, laptop is working, laptop is not working. So maybe some part is missing, working, entire laptop won't work obviously, right? So like that. So the encapsulation is going to have functional component. You know the meaning of capsule. Capsule means it's a tablet that we take in. What does a capsule? Capsule is a cover. Whatever the capsule you are We are taking is a cover only. This is one structure. Inside that you have chemical composition. So many functional components. Not only one chemical, many chemical components composition together makes one capsule. It produces some behavior. It has some functional behavior and all. That's what encapsulation means. Your functional components, bring them together into one box and capsulate. So what about attributes? For my laptop, what are the attributes? You know, RAM is a functional component, correct? Attribute is 2 GB, 6 GB, 16 GB. This is called attributes. Its capacity is an attribute. Okay. So hard disk is functional component, of course. But what is its capacity? 512, 1 TB, 2 TB. This is what. Suppose you take a car. Car is a functional component. Sorry, car is one pack box. Inside that, many functional components are there, like steering, engine, gearbox. Okay, what else? Tires, wheels. Okay, these are like whatever we can move, like accelerator. These things, brake. These are functional components. Each one has its own functional behavior. All together works, right? And now, this function, apart from functional components in the car, what else we have? We have attributes also. Attributes are like fourth gear, fifth gear. Gear numbers are attributes. The attribute will decide the behavior of the entire thing. So 2 gear number 2. The car will go slowly only. Fifth gear means you can accelerate as much as you can. It can go in a faster pace, right? And maybe 350cc engine. 350cc is an attribute. It controls the behavior of this. 350cc means maybe pickup is somewhat good. 450cc means even much quicker than this, correct? As a human being, what are the attributes of human being? So which will control your body? Sugar level, BP level, heartbeat rate. These are attribute numbers, right? Some values. So attributes must be there and functional components must be there. Attributes will decide the behavior of the entire structure, entire box, whatever you call. So encapsulation conceptually, what they tell. See, if you implement encapsulation concept, create a box, the proper structure, have all your attributes defined there, functional components defined there. So that encapsulation really been implemented in the programming languages as class. What is it called as? Class. So the class definition, encapsulation definition, both are not different. Both are not. Class is nothing but encapsulation only. Encapsulation is a concept, class is a implementation. You can understand it is like a plan given, and class is a constructed structure. So class is the one where it has group of attributes plus functional components into a single unit. Of course, that's what, when we create a new application, PEGA has automatically created, along with the application, it has automatically created organization class, division class, unit level class. These three are automatically created. For us, it is created. Can we manually create? Yes, of course. Few minutes back, I have manually created, but you don't know how to create. You'll be learning soon. Okay, whatever is needed, manually also we will create. But PEGA is going to reduce our efforts as a developer. You don't create everything from scratch. I'll give you some structure, follow that, extend it. Easy, simple. Understand, clear, everyone? But before you extend it, you need to understand the existing structure. See, I'm going to give you this laptop. Okay, otherwise, I have purchased a new bike or new car I have purchased. I want a modification of the car. Okay, I want to, some people will modify their vehicles, right? Modification. So suppose if you take it to a person, first he should understand the existing structure of the car, then only he can enhance it. So understanding what is provided is very, very important before you proceed to enhance it, correct? So without understanding, you cannot enhance, correct? That's what we are going to head towards. We want to understand the classes that are being automatically created while we create a new application. What are these classes and how the inheritance is available between these classes? All that we need to first gain the knowledge, then start utilizing the things in a much better way. Without understanding the existing structure of the car, I cannot enhance it. If I try to enhance, what will happen? I'll make so many mistakes. End of the day, I have to come back to the zero and start learning, understanding, examining the structure of the car entirely. Then I'll start enhancing its features, right? That's what we are going to do. Everyone clear so far? Just a simple thing I told you, encapsulation and class, both are same. Okay, are you clear, everyone? Yeah, if you are going to respond in between saying, yes, I am clear, I got it, then I will come to know to what level I have to teach you, whether I should proceed further or not, like that. That's why I'm asking. Yes,
Harsha.
good, right? Thank you. Now, inheritance is the next concept. See, you are creating class and making the functionalities available in the class. Okay, very good. But the thing is, you are not only going to have only one class per application. Per application, how many classes will be there? N number. Can you give me an example of why N number, why not 1? Okay, I will tell you, no problem. You take an application as bank. So for your better understanding, you can imagine in the real world, just take one big building as a bank. One building is there. Okay, physical building is there. Just imagine yourself. It is a bank. So that's the entire application, entire outer structure. So inside bank, there are different operations that are happening. Banking operations, loan operations, insurance operations, cards operations, payment operations. Leave about payment, cards operations, verification. See, if you go into a bank, all the things will be done at one place or each one has a different department. Just tell me generally in the real world. Each one is going to have a different department. Correct? Each one is going to have a different department for sure. Okay, very good. Different departments are. Why different department? Everyone can sit at the same place and do no. Now you think about it generally.
The functionality is different for each department.
Okay. Whatever it is, man, their functionalities are different. Okay, no problem. But I'll take one entire hall, ask every employee sit here and do. Someone comes, take up your work and do it. They will do their work only, no problem. But the thing is, why I have created different rooms? Department 1, Department 2, Department 3.
To separate?
You are, yes, proper organizing of the things is very, very important. Okay, I'll tell you a best example. Just imagine you have a cupboard. Okay, so you have one cupboard where you are going to place your dresses. In the cupboard, you have placed all your dresses as a single heap. You've just thrown like that heap, one heap, where you have casual wear of dresses, party wear of dresses, and maybe ethnic wear of dresses, all at one place. Okay, all are just clumsy. So now you want to pick one specific dress from that party wear. You only placed everything. Even though you placed it, it will take time for you to pick party wear dress because all are just mixed up. Okay. And what about you? If your friend comes to your home, he is asking you, hey, I want to take your dress. Okay. Go and take from that cupboard. He will take more time than you, right? Because he did not arrange it. Now I'll tell you another way, the same thing. You have a cupboard divided into 4 racks. Each rack you have pasted one sticker. Okay, written on it, something you pasted there. Okay, that is like party wear, ethnic wear, and casual wear. Okay, and the other type of official wear, office wear and all like that you have. Now you have just placed the respective dresses in the respective rack in the cupboard. Now, is it easy for you to pick up one specific type of dress which you want? Just in a 1 minute, you can find out where it is available. Your friend came to your home asking, I want to take your party wear. It was nice. Okay. Now what you do? Go and take from cupboard. For him also, it is easy or difficult? Easy. Okay. It is easy. So proper segregation of the things, proper way of arranging the things is very, very important. I create so many functional components and I create many classes, not single class and everything there. I will, before I start creating functional component, how many departments are there in my business? See, you are developing one application for an existing business or for an imagination business. First, when your business is running, then only you will go for digital products. Yes or no? Yes or no? So whatever the structure that exists for your physical real business, the same you want to achieve digitally. Yes or no? Same you want to achieve digitally. Now I will ask you, tell me your business architecture. Sir, we have one business. Okay, I'll create it as application done. Sir, we have department 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll create all these departments as individual classes. Sir, department 1 is going to do this business operations. This is their responsibility. So for all the business operation related things to be done, I'm going to create so many functional components in department 1. Department 2, different functional components. Department 3, different functional components. Like that, you are going to create n number of classes in your application, and each class contains some functional components related to that class. Banking class contains banking operation related functional components. Insurance class contains insurance related functional components. Loan class contains loan related functional components. Then what about the common functional components that are needed for loan and business? That also we need to think about. No, we'll come to that point. So that's where you come across a concept called as inheritance. So encapsulation and class, you create your application, you create as many number of classes as you want, which are really needed for your business. Okay. And then here you go now. So here you go now. Class loan. So you see bank application, I told you now. So account department, loan department, card department, verification department. Each department you can understand as a class. So in my bank application, I have 4 classes created. So now next topic is inheritance to achieve reusability. Inheritance. What is the general meaning of inheritance? Tell me. In our data, not a technical meaning, general meaning of inheritance. You know, that's what generations by generation, the succession is there, right? So one evolves from the previous generation, correct? That is what called as inheritance. One extends the previous one. Current one extends the previous one. Previous one extends the previous to previous one. That's how it happens in the real human life. Grandparents, parents, child. Child is like at a bottom level, grandparent middle level, grandparent high level. Like this, you can see top a number of levels. That's how we have to arrange our classes also. Why we have to arrange? To achieve reusability. I told you now previously, parents, grandparents thing. So reusability, 2 siblings, they can reuse 1 laptop from parent. Same way you arrange your classes. When you are creating classes, think about reusability. The class which can have common functionalities which are needed for different other classes will go at the top level. Top level will become parent, bottom level will become child. This concept in technology is called as inheritance. Inheritance is a relation defined between 2 classes, is a parent and child relation. Parent and child relation defined between 2 classes, where one class acts as a parent class and other one acts as a child class. Minimum 2 I am taking. Minimum 2 I am taking. Parent and child. Child class can access any attributes or functional components of parent class, but not vice versa, which means that a child class can access any functional components of parent, but parent is not allowed to access from the child. 2-way will not be there. Only 1 way. Class A, class B. Class B inherits from class A, where class A has loan amount 1 attribute, calculate EMI 1 functional component. Now print loan amount, I am saying. So loan amount can be printed here or not. See, I am just writing like a programming language point of view. You don't need to bother about it. In PEGA, it's navigations. Okay. So print loan amount. Loan amount is not created anywhere in class B, no, but it can be accessed because it is there with the parent. The component which is available at parent is accessible to child. That's what I have shown you here now. The component which is available at parent can be accessed at the child. So the component is available at auto, which is a parent of tester. Suppose it can be accessed, right? That's what. So that's how we can achieve reusability. And here, no need to recreate again and again. Loan amount, I don't have to recreate again and again in multiple children. Create at parent if it is common and access it. Now, if you look at the classes, and this is multi-level inheritance. Multi-level means grandparent, parent, child. Child can access anything from parent as well as grandparent. This is very, very important. Remember it. We will discuss about this in comparison with PEGA also. Okay. Now, if you look at the classes, verification department is 1 class, accounts department, loan department, card department. Account, loan, card, these are siblings at same level, parallel siblings. But verification is commonly required for account department. When you are opening account, verification has to be done. When you're taking loan, verification has to be done. When you're taking a credit card, verification has to be done. All these three departments, they need the common features to be accessed from the verification department while the transaction is processing, of course. Transaction begins at account department. Transaction begins at loan department. Transaction begins at card department. These three are concrete level. Sorry, these three are unit level. But the parent level is verification. Verification you create as a parent because verification features I don't want to recreate again and again. I don't want separate verification department for each other department. So someone come to the bank, want to open account. I want to go with verification of documents and everything. So I'll give it to one verification department. It's not an account related verification department. They do account relation operations also. They do loan related verification also. They do card related verification also. The verification department here can be identified as a common department. So which contains some common functionalities needed for different departments. That's what different classes. So this will go at the top level. This will go at the top level. So this is very, very important to consider while we are going to design the architecture of your application. Before you proceed to create functionalities, make sure you create all your classes empty classes. Inside that you create functionalities later. And these empty classes, you arrange it properly at the appropriate positions. What is parent, what is child, you should have clear idea. You will have this idea only when you know or when you understand the business architecture. When you understand the business architecture, then only you have. So you are a technical person. Still, you need to know about business architecture. See, first when you join a project, they won't tell you PEGA technology. They will tell you entire their application architecture. That's what their business. We are a bank or insurance company. We have these many lines of business. We operate these things in this line of business like that. They will tell you the overall flow chart of their business. That's called KT. First thing is understand the business. Second thing is technology. You know business, you know technology a bit. Still, you will be able to manage to learn the technology and apply it to implement some business functionalities. You do not understand anything about business. You don't know anything about business, but you are a gem in technology. Can you do anything? You cannot do anything. Okay. So you do not know what is the process of preparing biryani. You have all ingredients with you. What is the use? No use. Okay, no use, right? So you should understand the business first, then technology second. So I'll be explaining you the business application that we are going to do in our class, and step by step I'll explain you what we wanted to do. In every session I'm going to tell you when we go with theory. So inheritance is going to provide you reusability. No redundancy means duplicate creation is not required. 3 places you don't create. Created only 1 place. Easy to extend. Same concept we discussed between applications, framework and implement. Same concept. But here we are discussing classes. There also that is an inheritance concept between applications. There is inheritance concept between classes. Every one of you clear about encapsulation, class and inheritance concept? Whatever I have told you so far is universal, not only related to PEGA. You are learning Java, you are learning Python, you are learning C++, you are learning Salesforce, you are learning PEGA, you are learning Uncork. Whatever you are learning, these concepts will never change. Concepts are concepts wherever you go because this is a blueprint concept. Okay. So while we are going to further proceed to develop some functionalities, we should first understand the class structure in our application, which is parent, which is child, what level they are available. Once we get the clear idea about that, we are good to start creating functional components at the appropriate place. That's important. Creating is not only important. Creating it at the appropriate place is very, very important to reduce the future efforts. Go ahead with the question. Gnaneshwar, doubt or question, whatever.
Yeah, Harsha. So when we have created this application, maybe framework and implementation, we gave this organization and division and unit names, and with the same names classes got created. So how is that linked to, or classes linked to organization? And
I'll tell you that linking I did not come. So far, what I am trying to tell you is as of now, universally, what is the concept? How this concept is available in PEGA, made available in PEGA, that will be covered here at the bottom. Types of classes. After that, inheritance in PEGA, you see here, 5th point. That will be covered tomorrow. That's where you will come to know how this inheritance, how these classes are connected. So just I have shown you this, there are classes available. Okay, but I did not tell you which class is connected to which other class and all. I will come to that point in the sequence of our topics. Okay, are you clear? So
Yeah.
now the question is, without defining inheritance between two classes, is it possible to access the features of one class into another? Is it possible?
No.
So two classes are there. I did not define any inheritance relation between two classes. Is it possible to access the features of class A into class B? Big no. So what is mandatory to access the features of class A into class B? What's mandatory relation? Inheritance. Without inheritance, you cannot access. So class A, class B. Class B is independent, class B is independent. No, you cannot access from one to another. If you want access from one to another, define one line, draw one line between these two, connecting them by inheritance. So that I will cover in PEGA. I will cover soon. That is like, okay. So I will, because we have 10 more minutes. Do you have any doubts or any questions before we proceed further? Generalized questions or doubts, anything is okay, no problem. I will cover that other question someone else has asked tomorrow. Okay, if you don't have any questions, if you're good so far, I will complete this part. Up to this part I will complete, because we have 10 more minutes now. I'll be able to finish up to here, up to 4th point. Okay, so freshly we can begin inheritance concept in PEGA tomorrow. So when we are going to discuss inheritance in PEGA, whatever we discuss today will connect there. Okay, now come back here. See, PEGA has so many OOTB classes. You know, you all know, day one I told you. PEGA provides you one OOTB application. What is the name of the application? PEGA platform. What is the name of the application? So your applications will be created on top of PEGA platform application. So OOTB application provides OOTB functionalities. I will show you one functional component. Send email notification. This is one predefined functional component that's already available in PEGA platform. See, functional component will be there in application. Okay, but it should be there in a class, no? Application should contain classes. Classes should contain functional components, correct? This functional components is there in PEGA platform application. Okay, but what is the class? Base class, something, some name, base class. So like this, so many predefined functional components are there inside PEGA platform applications, predefined classes. By name only, I'm telling what class contains what features. I'm not going to tell you now. That you are going to learn as you go with the learning PEGA. @base class. One class name is @base class. Second class name is work dash, data dash, index dash, code dash, rule dash, okay, assign dash, okay, and assign dash, link dash, okay, data dash I have given, int dash, int dash, int dash, assign dash, link dash, embed dash. Like this, topmost level, 14 classes are there. Topmost level, how many? 14. Organization is only one class. Organization level only one class, that is base class, which means in PEGA platform, @base class is topmost class, means it is a parent of all other classes in PEGA. Sir, no? What is the topmost class in PEGA? Simple question. What do you say? @base class. Under base class, second level is work dash, data dash, index dash, code dash, rule dash, int dash, assign dash, link dash, embed dash, dash dash. Dash is in the class name itself. Why you'll come to know soon. I'll tell you later, but understand class. Under work dash, you have other classes. So there can be multiple levels. We'll come across so many OOTB classes while we are going to learn our practicals, theory, concepts, and all. For now, I am just telling PEGA PRPC application contains so many OOTB functionalities into its OOTB classes. Now, classes are categorized into two types. Classes are categorized into two types. One is abstract class. Second one is concrete class. Who categorized these things? Tell me. Who categorized this? It's not related to PEGA. Do you think whatever I am teaching today is related to PEGA only? I told you, this is universally object-oriented programming system concept, universal concepts. So this 6 minutes is not sufficient for this. From here, I will cover tomorrow because 6 minutes is not sufficient, not going to be sufficient. But just tell me, who categorized the classes into two types?
Object-oriented programming.
Object-oriented programming system. The system, whoever has developed, just Google it, I don't know. They have given all these concepts. They categorize the classes into two types. First one, abstract. Second one, concrete. So if you remove the word abstract from abstract class, concrete from concrete class, what is remaining? The class is a class. Whether it is abstract or concrete, the base features of class contains attributes, functional components. This will never change. But what will change between these two? So abstract class has attributes plus functional components, but transaction cannot be initiated. Transaction cannot be initiated at the place of abstract class. These are meant for reusability, reusable classes. From this, we can understand one thing, that abstract classes usually comes at top level as parents. Yes or no? Reusable organization division unit. What is reusable organization division? Top level or abstract, where the transaction will happen, no, that is concrete class. We can initiate transaction. Transaction triggering point is concrete class. Means verification, accounts department, loans department, and insurance department, verification department. Can we initiate any type of business transaction in verification? Initiation, you need to understand. Triggering point of your business transaction, is it going to happen in verification department? So you go to verification department, ask them, I want to start a new loan process. Are they going to start that? Are they going to start at verification department? Do they have authority to start?
No.
They will tell you, go to insurance department, provide your documentation there. They are the authorized people to kickstart your transaction processing. After it processed up to some extent, then it will come to us, we will verify and notify them back. Correct? That's the process. Verification department is a common department for all the insurance loans department. It comes at the top level in the inheritance as a parent, that is abstract class. So verification department, no transaction initiation. That means what type of class you will create? Abstract. If a class is required to be, or if a class is meant for initiating the transaction, triggering point, then you are going to create it as a concrete class. Usually, I am not saying it must be. Usually, concrete classes you'll find anywhere at the bottom level in the tree. Abstract classes you will find at the top level in the tree. Understand? The tree defines inheritance between classes. So I will tell you about this inheritance in PEGA tomorrow. Inheritance in PEGA, I will explain you tomorrow. I think I'm able to cover simply the abstract and concrete. So if you are creating any class, how do you know whether you have to create that class as abstract or concrete? How do you know? You ask the business. Dear business, do we have to initiate any transaction here, or it is only to maintain the reusable functionalities as per the business model? Hey, here we don't initiate anything. This verification department, during the transaction processing of loan, during the transaction processing of insurance, during the account related transaction processing, it will come to verification department. Something they will do and notify back. That's what. And they won't even close the transaction, finalize it. The respective department only will close the transaction. Based on the feedback from the verification, they will take it forward and they'll reject it, close it abruptly. So that's what. So verification should be created as abstract class because there is no transaction initiation feature required. Make sense? The example makes sense, every one of you?
Yes,
Yes.
Harsha.
Yes.
Making sense, right?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. That's from my end for today. And we are going to continue tomorrow to discuss about inheritance in PEGA. Don't miss at all. Tomorrow, whatever I am going to show you in PEGA and explain you, that we are going to use for lifetime. As long as you're working in PEGA development, you should follow this. Go ahead. Someone has some doubt. I'll go one by one. First person, Rekha, I think, has raised a hand. Or someone, Ravi. Ravi.
Yeah, Ravi here.
Go ahead.
My work starts in the afternoon hours. I work for TCS. I work my work in the afternoon hours. The issue is regarding the theory documents and running notes. Okay.
Yes.
So when I asked the admin team for providing
See,
the
let me tell you
document,
one thing. The fees payment has to be paid by today evening, everyone. The students who have joined today only, please kindly initiate the process, because as per the process, today will be usually the last day. And even though today is your first day, we will provide you the backup videos, no worries. So far, we have uploaded into YouTube. We will upload going forward from tomorrow. Today also we'll upload in YouTube. From tomorrow onwards, we'll upload into Drive. After we create Drive and all that, we will give a generalized access for the people who have paid the fees and we will who have enrolled here. And the thing is, like, they will be sharing you one link to fill a Google form, providing your complete details along with your Gmail ID. So then they can provide you access. Till then, we are sharing you on WhatsApp, right? Don't open in WhatsApp, forward it to your email. From WhatsApp, forward to your email and open in your laptop for first 5 days. You follow that. What is there in that? Okay, now. So next I will tell you the repository places. Once your enrollment is done, you will be notified. So that's what I will be sharing you. You will be getting it on your WhatsApp. And the students who have joined today as first class, can you please contact the admins by WhatsApp message? Mention your name. Mention your name. Send a WhatsApp message right away. Mention your name and say them that today is my first class. What do they understand by looking at this message? You know, they will understand one thing, that okay, this candidate has missed last 4 classes. They'll send you videos of those. 2 only you watch, the Friday, Thursday, those and they will understand that they have to send you software download link and installation instructions video, and they will understand that they have to help you further to find something useful information and all. Okay, documents and all they will share you. And tomorrow we will give you repository access, maybe probably tomorrow. Look at your WhatsApp inbox from this number. Okay, from this number you should have a message today about maybe requesting you to fill the details to give you access. That message will come to only the people, I believe, those who have completed the fees payment. Others will receive once you complete immediately. Your job is to fill and notify them back. I have filled it. Then they will immediately give you access. Done. With that, their job is done. Okay, it's already 2 minutes late. We will continue tomorrow. Sharp 7 o'clock, I'll start the session to discuss about inheritance. First 5 minutes, I'll try to give you the revision of what is being done today, and I'll start immediately after 5 minutes. Make sure you attend 7 o'clock sharp. Thank you so much. You can wind up for today. Every one of you, thank you so much.